I swear we're gonna get better at this technical directing of these streams over time, people. Hi, I'm JY. You probably just saw me announce on Discord. Go share that link everywhere and tell everybody to join who's been asking when. Not that I have an answer to your one question. Yes, Habitats is coming very, very soon. As we were working around the clock this weekend to think about, yeah, dude, you go, everyone go tag EU and say what was the countdown for the last countdown? We had a countdown to a countdown right now. I don't even know what that is. Next time we'll play the trailer maybe on loop before we get started. I don't know. Anyway, so last night Ben and I were talking and we're thinking, what does everyone want right now? Obviously, other than Habitat to launch, it's coming very soon. But first, we wanted to give the community a bit of a sneak peek. We're gonna go behind the scenes, show you all the things we've been building, all the testing we've been doing over the past few weeks. I know a lot of you have been following closely, know that this is not a light lift, and then what we're building here is a little bit more substantial than your average game, but it certainly will be worth the wait. It only does the community and everyone else good for us to make sure that everything here is buttoned up and really solid. Certainly a lot of issues could arise, and that's what we're here taking care of. Eunice, bring on our real special guest. Nobody wants to hear me talk anymore. Benjamin, let us get a look at what you've been doing.
Good morning.
Zoomed in really weird on me.
Good morning. Good
we'll
afternoon.
get better at this, I promise.
Good evening. You guys hear me?
Yes.
All
At
right.
least I can. I'm going to presume everyone else can.
Good.
You want Ben? Thank you, Dragonville. Everyone, yeah, see, everyone's like, Jay's always talking, but he never has anything useful to say.
Well, hi, Dragonville, and hi, everyone. I am very proud and happy to present the habitat management system. And this has been something a long time coming. We've been working on this, obviously, for a while now. And we can finally show you what the functions, really what you bought a habitat for and what you're going to be able to do with your habitat. Habitat, as you know, is more than just a really amazing, procedurally generated, extraordinarily complicated and piece of art that can change and have 5 different domains and so forth. It's a nice place for your pet, but really, far more importantly, it is something that has a massive suite of functions, including refining crystals and crafting and being able to upgrade it and make more habitats and maybe some other things in the future. I don't know. But there are a lot of things, a lot of
Anything
features.
Ben dreams up could end up happening, or things that get upvoted in the community enough.
Yeah, and I spent a lot of time in the Game Ideas channel, so I hear all you guys out there. So with all that said, what can you do with a habitat? So we crammed a whole lot of functionality into this. This is our version 1 of habitat management. It will continue to improve. It will continue to get more streamlined. But this is an essential part of launching our road to earning, or to concluding our road to earning roadmap. And so let's dive in. So very soon, you'll be able to log into the mainframe and go under your inventory.
Your screen share is not showing yet.
It's
there you
not?
go. Thank you, Eunice.
Oh,
it is now. Oh my God! Look how many YGG habitats Ben has.
All right. Yes, I have a lot of YGG habitats.
We should set this up with some context. This is our testing environment. This is not real. This is obviously what the platform is going to start looking like. We're pretty close in terms of like design functionality and you know where all the buttons are and what you're going to do. Some of you are probably familiar with the inventory tab already. When you go to the inventory tab now, you can see your baby pet. You know, there are sections there that are grayed out that, you know, maybe you can start to see with all your crystals and seeds, the other items and augments and accessories you'll be creating. Obviously, one of the main functional items is the habitat. When we say habitat management portal, this is what we've been referencing. It's a portion of your inventory where your habitats become functional. This is, yes, again, staging. This is not real habitats. We minted ourselves a ton of YGG habitats because we thought it would be fun. And that's what we've been testing with in the staging environment.
Cool.
So yeah, with that, I think Ben, a bit of context there. But if anyone else has questions and feedback, drop them in the. Don't forget to drop them in the chat. I'm mostly watching the YouTube chat. If there's questions showing up in Discord, maybe I'll get to them there too. But I'm going to have to toggle between some windows. But yeah, feel free to drop in substantial questions, no when questions, obviously, and we'll get to them at the end. Thanks, Ben.
All right, no problem. Here we go. So I've got a couple habitats here. And so I'm just going to take you guys on a tour through the different pages and through the different functions that you can perform with your habitat, as by probably most of you know by now or looking forward to all the functions that you've read about in the white paper, or the light paper, I should say. And so now you'll get to see how that all is going to play out for you. And when we launch this, you will be able to perform all these functions and start playing with your habitat. So I guess also larger context is obviously this is on the web, and you will be, for this first phase, managing your habitat on the web. And then soon after, we will be bringing that habitat and all of its functions into the app as well. So for now, you'll see here that I have a level 3 habitat and I have a level 1 habitat. So I'm going to go through a level 1 habitat first. So this is a fresh habitat. It's never been used before. I haven't refined anything on it. I haven't harvested any key from it. So I have a lifespan that is not yet activated. So as you guys may know, having read the white paper, that lifespan on your habitat starts to count down once you perform that function for the first time. So I'm going to go ahead here and refine my first crystal on my level 1 habitat. And this happens to be a water habitat. And I'll go ahead and do that. And so from here, do you want to refine an unrefined water crystal? Yes, I do. And I'm going to spend some key to do that. I am extremely key rich right now. Thank you, Jay. And I'll go ahead and sign the transaction, which you cannot see probably. I'll approve that transaction, and boom, crystal has been refined. And now you can see that my lifespan is activated, and the next crystal will come in 59 minutes. In our test environment, 1 hour is 1 day. So as you also know from reading our game rules, a level 1 habitat will produce one unrefined crystal per day. So that is refining a crystal. Pretty simple. What else can we do? Well, so now that I've got this lifespan, so my habitat is now activated, so I can now begin to repair it, so I can maintain the habitat. What does maintenance mean? Well, there's lifespan, durability, repairing, and upgrading that are all features that you can do in terms of maintenance with your habitat. Underneath that, I'll click on that in a second. Obviously, what's also very exciting and important is the ability to lease your habitat. And so here you can assign an alchemist and assign a harvester. And then, of course, the ability to harvest key. So I feel like harvesting key next. I'm not necessarily going in down the list here, but kind of showing the most common things that you would most likely be doing with your habitat. So harvesting key. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So if I'm harvesting key, I think I might have hit my daily harvesting cap. Let's see if I can do that. I have. So
it's okay. These are all the things we need to test to make sure it works.
Well, yeah.
Ben's been harvesting so much today; he's got no more key to harvest.
Yeah, we'll see. I should be able to actually with my higher level. I'll show you how to harvest more key in a bit. So I'll have to assign some subhabitats. But here you're going to see me trying to harvest some key at half. And so as half the energy or half the amount of key that I can withdraw for the day, which would be 15 key of the daily cap. And you're going to see how much energy you currently have and how much the max amount of energy you can convert for today. And then here you have a slider which allows you to choose your withdrawal time which will give you bonus key, as some of you may know. Now, this is probably not going to work because it shouldn't work because I have hit my daily key cap. So I will show you how we can raise that daily key cap. Oh, I did. Oh, okay. So that was a little misinformation on that. We'll have to look at that one. So I just harvest some key, and I have 59. I have 1 day, 1 day limit. So I can harvest key once per day, I can harvest this key, but wait 1 more day to do so because I've already hit my limit there for the day. And so in order to get that, because I chose that withdrawal time, I will go to my pending items and I will see that this was the key that sorry, 1 second, the key that I harvested. And up here you have this handy refresh button where you can always see that if you're, anytime that you performed an action, you're not seeing the latest thing that you did, you will can refresh here. So you can see here that was the key that I just harvested, and it'll show me the harvest date, the habitat that I harvested from. And so once I
think it's worth noting here that the reason the one you just did hasn't shown up yet is because it has to, like, harvesting key is an on-chain action. So the second you harvest it, it might take a second for it to show up over here when you refresh.
Yeah, so everything that's happening.
Also, you have to sign a transaction.
Correct. Everything that's happening in this mainframe is happening on chain in real time. So there, I just wait for my key.
In Solana time, almost real time.
Yes. And then from here, I can also, so then now some time's passed and my lifespan has gone down. So I'm going to go ahead and repair. And so what does it take to repair? It takes some crystals. And so I will go ahead and repair my habitat. I will sign the transaction to do so. So as you also know from the light paper, habitat was successfully repaired, and you'll see that my lifespan went up by 1. Very cool. So let's now look at what it's like to assign an alchemist. So as you may know, an alchemist is someone that you assign as a tenant to your habitat to do the crystal refining and crystal management for you. And as a landlord, so I'm currently a landlord, I own this habitat, and I am choosing to let someone lease it from me or rent it from me. And I gotta pull in a wallet. Jay, you got a wallet for me? I'm gonna make you.
I can give you an address.
I can.
Am I jumping in here too?
No, I got it. I found one. I think I found this. Okay, cool. Yep. All right, cool. So,
I think it's showing that this is a as live real, not scripted plan here to show up and just give you guys the experience of what we're going through. We said it over and over. We want to build with you. A huge part of building with you is just giving you the live and raw. So that's what's happening.
So
you can use my wallet. That's pretty funny, actually.
So I've got David's wallet here and our test wallet, obviously not a real wallet. And we can choose a currency that we want to receive rent in. So in this case, I'm going to choose key. And then you can choose how much key you want to get for the period that you choose. So in my case, I don't know, I'll say 1,000 key per week. And grace period means how gracious you want to be as a landlord to give your tenant time to, after their rental period is over, to pay you that rent amount before you can evict them. So that looks good to me. I'll go ahead and sign. And of course, sign a transaction. Should feel very important, signing transactions all the time when you own a habitat. So there I have assigned an alchemist to my habitat. And so I can also assign a harvester, but I'll do that in a bit. So I'm going to go in and view the details here to kind of show you the deeper view and the other things, further information that you can learn about your habitat. And so obviously, same information here with the level and the lifespan and the element and the lifetime key earned. This is how much key you have earned from this habitat, how many crystals you've refined, and here you can upgrade the habitat. And here it'll show you more detail about the durability versus the lifespan. So for those of you who don't know or find this hard to understand, which can be sometimes, is that you have durability and you have your lifespan. When your lifespan reaches 0, your habitat reaches dormancy, in which case you need to revive your habitat. When a habitat reaches dormancy, it no longer produces crystals. You can no longer harvest from it until you revive it. In order to keep it from going into dormancy, as I showed you earlier, you would just need to refine a crystal per day. And so when you refine a crystal, it will take 1 away from durability and add that over to your lifespan. And you can actually continue to repair. If you have enough crystals, you can actually just keep repairing your habitat to, again, raise its lifespan and take away from its durability. So going down, here is what I want to show you guys is the subhabitats. So each habitat can have a subhabitat assigned to it, can have up to 2 subhabitats assigned to it. And when you increase the number of subhabitats, then you will also be able to increase the daily key cap, key withdrawal cap. So I'm going to go ahead here and just add a habitat. And so I successfully assigned this habitat, this nice fire habitat, to my water habitat. And now my key cap would be raised, but I can't harvest for another hour. So, but I can here view my pending harvests. I can assign a harvester. And so while an alchemist is someone who rents from you on a fixed rent per period, then a harvester just gets a royalty, or you get a royalty based on, which is a percentage of whatever your harvester is converting energy. Whenever a harvester converts energy to key, you get a percentage of that by letting them use your habitat. I will then.
I'm gonna throw Dragonville's question in here because it's an interesting edge case. When you're renting with subhabitats, you're renting the set, basically, right? You're not you're renting. If I have 2 subhabitats connected to my habitat and I rent,
Yes.
you're renting the set of, not you.
Yes, cool. Yes, you rent the whole thing. So I'll go ahead and add another one.
The other question I've seen here a few times is burning multiple crystals at a time to repair a habitat.
Currently, you can only burn 1 at a time, but you can do it in succession if you like.
There's a few sort of blockchain limitations on that. Like, I don't think you could ever burn like 50 NFTs at once in a single transaction due to like transaction sizing. Albert would know that question better than me. But we are looking at like, some amount of streaming of or auto signing of types of transactions so that we can make it more efficient over time to do some of these things that require or would be easier with bulk actions. To start, everything will be individually manual, but certainly over time we'd be looking at experience improvements to make some of those things more optimal.
Yep. So just to explain what's going on here with the Alchemist, the moment you assign an Alchemist to your habitat, their rent will be due and they will have a period of time to pay that in order to begin using your habitat. You'll also see that now that I have added these 2 subhabitats, I'll refresh real quick, you'll see that the amount of unrefined crystals that I am now producing is 4 rather than 1. And that's because I've got different level habitats. I've got a level 1. So it basically combines all of the unrefined crystal production of all the habitats that are associated with this one. And then you can actually refine multiple crystals here. And here at the very bottom is Terraform seeds. Very important because it allows you to create more habitats. But I can't do so until I get a level 3 habitat. So how do I do that? Well, I can go ahead and upgrade. In order to upgrade, I need some water crystals. And so I'm going to go and refine a water crystal from one of my other water habitats. And I can do so by filtering over here for just water habitat. I'll apply that. And let's see, I don't actually know whether I have. Okay, yep, I got 1 water habitat over here. I'm going to refine a crystal and pay that 10 key to do so. Just get that crystal in my wallet so I can go back and upgrade my other habitat. Very cool. Now I've got that going, and I will refresh real quick, and I can go back to my habitat over here. You can also click just on the image itself if you want to go in. and excuse me, and I'll upgrade the habitat. Boom, there's my water crystal, and I can now upgrade my habitat to level 2.
Look, you can also decide if you want to use Gene or S Gene.
That's right. I forgot to mention that. So for those of you who've been staking, here's your S gene that you can use to upgrade your habitat. Boom, my habitat has been successfully upgraded. You'll see now that it's at level 2, and I will refresh here. And this image will update shortly. You can also replay the minting. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm going to terraform a habitat for us a bit later, so you will get to experience that together. And so yeah, so now I have a level 2 habitat, and you will see that I now have I have earned some extra durability, 90 more durability to what I already used. And so now I have a lot more that I can put into the lifespan of my habitat. And that is a level 2 habitat. Now let's get to a level 3 habitat, which is going to need 2 water crystals. Let's see. I don't actually know if I have 2 water crystals that I can use. Let's see here. Let's find me level 1. Okay, cool. I've got 2. All right, very good. I'm going to refine water crystal from this guy, and it'll get me my 2 water crystals. And I'm going to go, oh, right. So, okay, hold on a second. Oh, I only have enough for 1. That's okay. I can go ahead and just show you my existing level 3 habitat. Sort by, I will get rid of this that filter, and I'll show you what a level 3 habitat looks like. So here I've got a level 3 habitat. Obviously, it's a lot bigger. I can't upgrade anymore because it's already the highest level. And I don't have any subhabitats attached to this. And I don't have a harvester on here, and I haven't signed an alchemist. This is purely mine, and I can go ahead and refine 5 wood crystals if I want to. So that as a brief overview of being a landlord, doing the basic functions on your habitats, refining your crystals, using them for the various functions of repairing and upgrading. And from here...
Ben, did you just casually drop level 3 habitats and what they look like compared to level 1s?
I guess I did.
I feel like that just got breezed over right now. Nobody's ever seen a level 2 or 3 ever.
Oh yes, that's
much
right.
Much less a normal habitat.
Oh right, I forgot about that. Good call, very good call.
I feel like you should play a minting scene. I just want to see it for a second.
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna play the. I'm gonna terraform a new one, a level 1. But yes, you will notice this is a regular habitat, and so we don't have that walking area, but we've got this nice, cozy looking grass for your pet to hang out in. I feel like it's quite. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
I'm going to go over to Terraform now, and let's make a new habitat. So how do you make a new habitat? Well, you go and select any one of your existing habitats that's not already terraforming another habitat. And from here, you can select the genotype crystal this is going to determine the type of habitat that you're going to get. So I'm going to see what crystals I have the most of. I've got wood. Okay, great. I've got 3 wood crystals. And here you're going to choose the Terraform seed. And so as you know, each level 3 habitat will produce 6 Terraform seeds, each of increasing grade. And so I've already used my grade 1, 2, and 3. So I've got my grade 4 here. And then this is the amount of key I need to spend, and this is the amount of gene or S gene. I don't have any on me, but I will use gene. And from here, we are ready to terraform a wood habitat. I will again approve the transaction. And my habitat is now being terraformed, and a scene that the Genesis habitat owners have experienced, but I'm really excited for the rest of you to experience this. And here we go.
Ben makes music, guys. I don't know if everybody knows that, but all this music and sound effects is our team too. I don't know how many other games out there you're playing that have music.
Very proud of our music. So
When
yes,
Spotify playlist, Ben? I keep saying this. We really need to have a Genopets Spotify.
yes, I would love to do that. I would love to do that. We'll get there. We'll get there. You gotta, get people really craving it. So if you guys love the music, go ahead and show your love in the comments. I'm sure the sound team will be will feel very loved to see that. But yeah, the terraforming scene does take a little bit of time, but hopefully the music and the nice pretty lights and the fireflies will be
you
a
can
nice.
you can just hit back and close it out, right?
Yes, you
If
can.
you were mass producing a ton of habitats, you could get out of it. But is that a mushroom? I feel like I haven't
Yeah.
seen the mushroom.
You haven't seen the mushrooms? Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I just haven't looked at one so up close in a minute. But
Yeah. So through this terraforming process, you'll get to watch your habitat come to life, and you can don't forget to rotate and scroll and zoom and really get in there and enjoy the scene. But when you're done doing that, I'm gonna go into the inventory. You're gonna be able to find in your pending items the habitat that you are terraforming, and this will be done terraforming in 2 days, which in our test time is 2 hours.
and
And
that
go ahead.
it says harvesting right there. We should change that label to terraforming. This is why we're testing, guys.
No,
Is that
we're doing it. No, this is
no? Go back to terraform. Sorry, I'm gonna go as real because why not?
Yeah.
Under pending habitats.
Mm-hmm.
Under status.
Oh, right, terraforming. Yep. Copy chain.
Nice.
Good catch.
Somebody remind us to do that one.
Very good. Catastrophic error, Very good. I'm really, really proud of our web team.
Dude,
Like
super shout out to the web team and the team as a whole, obviously.
Like there's so much going on in here. So much. Yeah, it's really amazing how far we came with this. So yeah, we have that pending items. And so really just to close this out, harvesting is the tab that you will go to for any habitats that you've been assigned to as a harvester. I'm currently not a harvester for any habitats, but here you would be able to manage that as a tenant. And then under alchemizing, you'll see that here I am alchemizing for a very negligent landlord. So my landlord did not revive or repair his habitat. And so they're all dormant now. But I've got this one over here that is working, and my rent is overdue, and the landlord may evict me at any time, and that's okay. I'm just a really bad tenant. But yeah, that's kind of a glimpse of what you'll be able to do, both as a landlord and as a tenant. That's a tour, guys.
Nice. Ben, thank you so much for doing this morning. Thank you everybody for joining us. I've been answering questions in the chat as we've been going through. That's why I asked Eunice to pull us off so you didn't just see my typing face. But we'll see you on Discord. Have a good weekend. There's no answer to the when, but I promise you we're working as hard as we can and it will be here very soon. Awesome. Parting words, Ben? Parting. We need like a exit intro, like music, like something. I feel like these things just always like end and start very abruptly.
Well, to end this instead of talking, the way I would end this is thank you guys very much for coming and being a part of this journey and being understanding with us about the time. Like we really are pushing out as high quality as we can and finding that sweet spot between making sure that we give you what you deserve, but not delivering it so early that it's half-baked. And so we really appreciate your understanding, but also know that we're always thinking about just giving you guys a really awesome experience. And so when we take longer, it's because we really want to make sure that you guys have an amazing time. So I hope you guys had an amazing time tonight with us, or today, just good morning. And I'm really excited to talk to you guys and show you what else we've got cooking in the oven next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Have a beautiful day.